What's up everybody, and welcome to my WWE 12 Universe mode. Welcome to the Raw SuperShow, and we have got a packed card for you this evening. The first match of the night, in case you didn't see it, Randy Orton taking on Colt Cabana in a one-on-one matchup. Absolutely huge match for you to kick off the Raw SuperShow. Then we have a fatal four-way match to determine the last Raw participant at the Money in the Bank ladder match. And we also have Triple H and Jacob Cass teaming up, joining forces to take on Alberto Del Rio and David Otunga. But let's get into this one. As we sit back, we be a fan for Colt Cabana and Randy Orton. Go behind by Colt Cabana. Atomic drop.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
Side headlock. Into the side headlock takedown. Big chop by Colt Cabana. Ric Flair is in the building. Chop again in the corner. Front face lock. Wearing down Randy Orton with it. Inverted atomic drop. And an elbow. Colt Cabana misses his clothesline though. But goes back to work without arming up. Randy Orton counters with an arming of his own into a side headlock. And there's a fist to the face. Front face lock by Randy Orton. And that is a big time suplex by Randy Orton, as he now looks to take advantage. Right hand, but his second right hand is countered by Colt Cabana, but his ability to back slam by Randy Orton. Angle slam by Randy Orton. Another arm wringer, an Irish whip into the corner. Colt Cabana, he comes out fighting. Go behind by Randy Orton. Irish whip into the other corner. What's Randy Orton going to do here? Kick to the gut. And then you see the face wash by Randy Orton. Front face lock by Colt Cabana. Irish whip into the other corner. What's Colt Cabana going to do now? Scoops up Randy Orton, puts him in the tree of woe. And he's just choking Randy Orton in the tree of woe. He's Colt Cabana. Big chop. Kick to the gut. Irish whip back into the corner. And there's a double axe handle. RKO. Diving RKO. Insult to injury for Randy Orton. That's an RKO from Colt Cabana. But here's an armbar now from Randy Orton. Big right hand. It's a block by Colt Cabana. And that is an awesome arm wringer. Flipping Randy Orton right over, but chop from Colt Cabana is blocked, and it's a right hand from Randy Orton. And a big European uppercut from Colt Cabana. Standing twitch by Randy Orton. And that's a backdrop suplex into, well, really a rock bottom by Randy Orton. And a big time German from Colt Cabana. Randy Orton feeling it on his lower back. And now he's out all the way to the outside. Big front drop kick by Colt Cabana as well. And Randy Orton is down. Huge block by Randy Orton. Go behind. And he Irish whips Colt Cabana back to the inside before sliding in himself. Side headlock takedown by Colt Cabana. And a kick to the spine. Colt Cabana really working over the lower back of Randy Orton, perhaps setting him up for that Colt 45. Russian leg sweep by Randy Orton. Two big right hands, but Colt Cabana blocks the kick, and he's got Randy Orton over in a Boston Crab, again working that lower back. Randy Orton powers out. Another big right, but the second one's blocked. And there's a huge belly to back slam by Colt Cabana. Punches to the top of the head. And now a camel clutch by Colt Cabana really is honing in on that lower back. Randy Orton counters, picking up Colt Cabana and slamming him. But Colt Cabana with another counter into a Russian leg sweep. As I say, really targeting that lower back. Randy Orton goes for another kick, but that's countered by Colt Cabana, and that's another Boston Crab. But Randy Orton powers out once again. Snapmare and a rear chin lock. And then another German suplex by Colt Cabana. Tried to follow up with the elbow drop, but he missed it. Side headlock by Randy Orton, front face lock. Back elbow. And here comes CM Punk. CM Punk is at ringside. Speaking of back elbows, there's two more from Randy Orton. And Colt Cabana wisely gets himself out the ring, takes a breather. Before coming back in, there's the go behind. And it's another atomic drop by Colt Cabana. CM Punk offers some words of encouragement to Colt Cabana and taunts Randy Orton at ringside. Flying head scissors by Colt Cabana. And there's that kick to the spine again. Really working that lower back. Chop in the corner. RKO from out of nowhere. Randy Orton's calling for another RKO. There's two RKOs on Colt Cabana. Randy Orton feeling it. The people in attendance are on their feet. Clothesline by Orton. Another clothesline. Big time power slam as CM Punk leaves ringside, but there's a rake of the eyes by Colt Cabana and the chop. But Colt Cabana goes over to the outside. He holds on to the top rope. But Randy Orton brings him back in with his DDT. Picks him up. Kick to the gut. RKO, the third RKO of the match. Randy Orton dragging Colt Cabana. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is your winner here in this amazing one-on-one match between Randy Orton and Colt Cabana here on Monday Night Raw and the Raw Super Show. What a fantastic way to open the show. Randy Orton is your winner here against Colt Cabana in a match that has to be considered a classic. It took 3 RKOs from Randy Orton, but he defeats Colt Cabana here on Monday Night Raw. But here we go. It's time for the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the last spot in that Money in the Bank ladder match for Monday Night Raw. And if you're unfamiliar, I'll run down the participants. We've got R-Truth, Chris Benoit, Chris Hero, and Seth Rollins. All of these 4 men will be competing here tonight in the Fatal 4-Way match for the right to go to Money in the Bank and take part in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And the reason for me picking these 4 guys, these are 4 guys that haven't really featured heavily in the Universe mode. Yes, R-Truth is a former United States champion, but since losing that United States Championship and the subsequent rematch, there hasn't been much from R-Truth. So that's why he's been put in this one. Whereas Chris Benoit, Chris Hero, and Seth Rollins, you haven't seen any of those guys before. So we're going to have a completely unique lineup for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And what we will get is a brand new contender that we've not seen really feature on WWE programming in this Universe mode. As a result, so the title scene is going to be wide open as a result of this one. And Chris Hero has a chair, but Seth Rollins takes that away from him. Don't know if he'll get a chance to use it. There's R-Truth breaking that up with a jawbreaker. German suplex by Chris Benoit. Muscle buster by R-Truth. And Seth Rollins. Go behind by Chris Hero. Elbow to the back of the head. Side headlock takedown by Chris Hero. R-Truth unloading on Seth Rollins, who counters with a go behind. Elbow to the back of the head. Another counter by Seth Rollins, and that's into a rear chin lock. Chris Hero comes over and breaks that up. As you say, it's fatal 4-way rules. So the first man to score a pinfall, big time German from Chris Benoit. The first man to score a pinfall will be the victor here tonight, and will advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is this Sunday. Another jawbreaker by R-Truth. Chris Hero's kick to the gut is countered by Benoit, and he's going to turn him over into a sharpshooter. But both Seth Rollins and R-Truth break that up. Judo throw takedown by R-Truth, and Chris Benoit slams Chris Hero on the steel chair. Chris Hero counters Chris Benoit into SDF, but R-Truth's on hand to break that up. Full Nelson by Chris Benoit, but that's broken up as well. Back suplex, dangerous back suplex by R-Truth on Seth Rollins. That's probably why he stayed down a bit longer. Really close to the bottom rope, and I tell you what, if you're taking a back suplex and you hit the bottom rope, you know, that could be the end of you. You're talking about your neck. And there's a suplex lift into a DDT by Chris Hero. Seth Rollins misses that running super kick, but lifts R-Truth into a face buster. Benoit's in the corner. What a move by Seth Rollins. It looks to be like a sunset flip rolling package. No, a small package, a running rolling small package. Not really sure what that move's called. So if anybody knows what it's called, please leave it in the comments. But R-Truth now going to work on Benoit. Big time elbow drop by Rollins. Side headlock by Chris Hero. He's got him up and down in that DDT. And an elbow drop for good measure. Benoit now. Huge back elbow. Side headlock. Chris Hero had Seth Rollins in a submission maneuver, but there's a big time German and a belly to back slam, both in stereo. R-Truth looking to get back into this one with a suplex of his own. Seth Rollins was going for that elbow drop, but he misses it. But here comes Chris Hero with a go behind, taking out the knee of Seth Rollins. He's down. And there you see the float over small package once again. R-Truth was going for his corkscrew elbow, I believe, but he missed that. Chris Hero now with a punch to the face of R-Truth from the side headlock. Front face lock by Seth Rollins sends Chris Benoit into Seth Rollins. And was that a crossroads by Chris Hero? And there's a jumping complete shot by R-Truth. This one could be over, but there's a rope break, so the match continues. R-Truth hit his jumping complete shot, but here's a crippler crossface by Benoit. Chris Hero had to let go of R-Truth to break that up, but here we go. Abdominal stretch. R-Truth counters that though. Benoit with an armbar. What's R-Truth gonna go for? He was calling for something. Rollins sends a fierce forearm to Benoit. There's a side headlock, and what a huge chop that was. Big suplex back into the ring by Chris Hero on R-Truth. Laser rake of the eyes by R-Truth, followed by a drop toe hold by Chris Hero.
And the pain has to be shooting through his face.
Big time German by Benoit, folds up Seth Rollins.
Here we go.
And there's a big right hand by Chris Hero. Maybe he's going to go for the pin, but R-Truth stops that. Belly to back suplex. Oh, what a move. What a move by Seth Rollins. This one could be all over. Chop block by Chris Hero. Is he going to go for the pin? Yes, he's got the pin, but Benoit's too busy with Seth Rollins. 2, 3. And Chris Hero is going to be the one to advance from this fatal 4-way into the final spot for Raw for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And what a fatal 4-way that was. You know, the 4 participants didn't disappoint. Chris Benoit arguably should have, really just not focused on Seth Rollins, but he got caught up in the moment, caught up in the lights, while Chris Hero capitalized on the chop block, went for the pin on R-Truth, who took a lot of damage in this one, and he got the 3 count, showing his ring awareness in this one. But there's your winner, and the man who's going to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match, along with The Miz and Jacob Cass, Chris Hero. So all that's left now is to find out the final participant from SmackDown. SmackDown already have Dolph Ziggler and Hayabusa as qualifiers for all the Money in the Bank ladder match. But what a match this was. Fantastic fatal 4-way here on the Raw Super Show as we build to Money in the Bank. And there's your winner again, Chris Hero. He's about to leave the ring, and here comes John Morrison. Where's John Morrison want? Oh, he wants to kick some ass. He's come in and he's laying waste to R-Truth, but here comes Chris Hero. 2 big forearm shots, 3 big forearm shots, and a clothesline sends John Morrison out the ring. And R-Truth, he looks a bit woozy, a little bit unsure, so Chris Hero's just going to get out the ring, but he really saved R-Truth there. No doubt about that. So let's go to our main event of the evening. Triple H and Jacob Cass, although it does say a mystery partner, but everybody knows it's going to be Jacob Cass. There's no way it's not going to be Jacob Cass, taking on Alberto Del Rio and David Otunga. And there's Triple H saying he's not going into this one alone, and he calls out, as we predicted, Jacob Cass for this one. So here we go, tag team action. Jacob Cass and Triple H taking on David Otunga and Alberto Del Rio.
Now this wasn't the match that we had scheduled.
Big high knee by Triple H, and he's wasting no time going after Alberto Del Rio. Side headlock, big time spine buster, double A spine buster by Triple H, and he's looking to end this one early. Sends David Otunga down to the floor, and Triple H is calling for it. He's calling for the pedigree, and here we go, kick to the gut. There's the double underhook. Pedigree by Triple H. Is this one going to be over already? Triple H knocks David Otunga off the apron again. Here we go, hooks the leg. Referee count 1, 2, and Alberto Del Rio kicks out. And you have to figure, if Triple H went for the pin just that little bit earlier, this one would have been over. But here comes Alberto Del Rio, side headlock, Irish whip into the corner. But Triple H counters, 2 big boots to the face, strong Irish whip into the corner. Out comes Alberto Del Rio. What's Triple H going for? Got him up. But Alberto Del Rio counters into a DDT. And he's had all he can handle of Triple H. He tags out to David Otunga, but David Otunga takes a huge clothesline for his troubles. But David Otunga now going to work over the left arm with Triple H. And there's a big time net breaker by David Otunga. So, you know, David Otunga and Alberto Del Rio, they're teaming up. But what does this mean for David Otunga and the family? Why is David Otunga helping Alberto Del Rio? What does that mean for the family? And I tell you what, Triple H just slaps David Otunga in the face. Ultimate disrespect. He open palm slaps him in the face. Irish whip. Countered by David Otunga. And what have we got here? Running power slam by David Otunga, showing off that raw power. Countered by Triple H into a front face lock, and there's an elbow to the back of the neck and back of the head. Clothesline in the corner by Triple H, and a DX crotch chop that gets everybody standing up. Big time DDT by Triple H, and Jacob Cass really enjoyed that one. Irish whip into the corner, but David Otunga, he counters, but Jacob Cass grabs a hold of him, and there's a big time headbutt by Triple H. And now Triple H just waylays David Otunga, punching in his head on that mounted position. But there's a counter by David Otunga, and he's going to go for a tag here. He tags out to Alberto Del Rio, but Triple H, you know, he just wants to take on any and everybody. Alberto Del Rio sends him into the corner. They both send him off on an Irish whip. Clothesline and spear combo on Triple H. And maybe, just maybe, Triple H may need to make a tag, but those were 3 big punches. David Otunga sends him into the corner, and here's a big time power slam by scoop slam by Triple H. Clotheslines and gets him in the corner, and he's going to hold him wide open for Jacob Cass to come in. Triple H laying waste to Alberto Del Rio, who goes down to the floor. Double axe handle from the apron to the floor as Jacob Cass works over the arm of David Otunga. Elbow to the back of the head. Another Irish whip on Alberto Del Rio. Swinging net breaker out on the floor. Hook of the leg in the ring by Jacob Cass. 1 count though. And Alberto Del Rio is eating some ring post courtesy of Triple H. Triple H back in the ring now of Alberto Del Rio. And big time backbreaker. Jacob Cass is countered by David Otunga, and there's the verdict. The spine buster from David Otunga, but Triple H breaks that up very quickly, not even a 1 count by the referee. And Triple H goes right back after Alberto Del Rio, and there you see a cross arm breaker from Jacob Cass.
And he wills his way out.
Alberto Del Rio and Triple H brawling on the floor.
Big impact into the guardrail.
Hurricane runner by Jacob Cass.
The emotion of Jacob Cass cannot be contained.
Alberto Del Rio counters into a single arm DDT on the floor. And there's a snapmare by David Otunga into a rear chinlock, but that's countered by Jacob Cass.
And there's the count.
Triple H helps up his partner, grabs Alberto Del Rio, sends him into the ropes. Big back body drop. Flapjack by David Otunga. He's going to go for the pin. No, he's going to work the arm. Triple H comes in, big time net breaker. Irish whip into the corner by Triple H. Super kick by Jacob Cass. Is he going to go for the pin? No, he's going to go out on the apron. What an elbow drop by Jacob Cass. And there's another one for David Otunga's troubles.
Oh, what a shot.
David Otunga counters though. 2 big back elbows.
What a shot by Cass.
Irish whip. Arm drag. Jacob Cass is going to hook the leg. 1, 2, 3. Triple H was coming in to cut off Alberto Del Rio. But here are your winners. Triple H and Jacob Cass as we end the Raw Super Show. What a show it has been. We've seen Randy Orton take on Colt Cabana to start the show in an all-time classic. We had a fatal 4-way to determine the last spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match with Seth Rollins, R-Truth, Chris Benoit and Chris Hero, which Chris Hero won. And we've had Triple H and Jacob Cass take on Alberto and David Otunga, and never your winners. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe. Comment and subscribe.